Hello everyone, this is L18567. This is Raid on Coasts. It's an early access game brought to you by some people. I'll try to go over the credits later, but here's the options real quick. You see the FPS counter on. We definitely need it for this one. This game has been a little bit of a nasty one. In fact, I couldn't play until it's been patched because it was running so bad. Frame rate 0. And by the way, I'm putting the CPU on easy for a reason. I'm terrible at these. Once we're in the game, though, I will admit that we are going to be playing at 2 times speed, only because It took 44 minutes just to get where I ended the episode, and it didn't go much longer than that, and it already droned on a little bit. So, drop it in. Now we're playing at 2 times speed for the rest of the game. You can see it's what you expect. It's like a war version of Age of Empires. Not that bad, right? Well, it's in early access. I'm just gonna say that. What'd you figure out? Because the first time I tried to play this, I didn't get to deploy because I didn't get told. I finally got myself deployed, and look what's going on. We capture our first base, and we're turning it into an actual base. This is nice and all, but there's one small problem. You'll figure out later. Like I said, this is still in very early access, and it does run a little glitchy, especially for me. And I actually had to use her computer again, that Lee's computer, because this thing ran slow on mine. There are times it didn't even want to play. And if you've already noticed, the computer does its normal tactic of building fast. But notice how fast we're building. Unlike Age of Empires, this isn't going to get much faster. I hate to say it. You should build only just infantry. I mean, I have to move slow because we got all these early coming in enemies that we can't do it that much. Luckily, you don't lose until all your troops are done. Thank you for that. But yeah, that's the whole point. Is that we either gotta take the bases and take them out, or we gotta defeat everyone else's troops. And you can see we're already kinda in slow mode with this. I'm just trying to find people I haven't moved yet and move them just to get to this new area. Luckily this group of people still alive. You can see how I said that the building gets a little kinda slow because you only get resources per minute. You'll see what the problem is in a few with that. I mean, right now, front game, it looks pretty nice. It runs well. It does well with what it's supposed to be doing at the moment. You'll see why this soon becomes a problem. I still have one more let's look at to actually do, and that will come later. I've just been a little crazy with stuff going on. My schedule's been a little chaotic, things have been happening. I've been helping out people with some stuff, especially in emergency, so that kind of happened. You see, we don't have that much in supplies. You can at least drop bombs. Unfortunately, once we're in this, we can't undo it, so let's just drop bombs on the next place we're raiding. Which may not be a smart strategy at all. To capture a base, you just have to stand close to the flag long enough until the ring goes either to your color or blank. And there is no real campaign, it's just this on one map basically, from what I know. I mean, what you saw on the main screen is what I saw too. When I first got the key for this game, because it was probably for the dev, it got a little bit. At one point, I was hitting 1 FPS. He is working on it. He did fix it, so it went up to. Well, on hers, it's hitting at lowest 5 FPS at that one drop. You can tell it's not holding stable at all. Mine, it was hitting at most 3. So nothing we can really do with that. Lost Dimension will be continuing soon. I just need to get more time to record it. Like I said, it's been a little chaotic. Oil dump up there gives us more fuel. Well, oil depot, whatever you want to call it. Towns do give us more personnel and money. Yeah, actually getting people here. You can see when I first started, I had a group of 10 or 12 come over. You can now slowly see that I'm only able to trickle in. You see the slowdown. Well, the slowness late game is gonna be very apparent of the problem we're gonna have. And to actually upgrade the base, you can only have one big one at a time. As you get another area, and our population has increased. Now you can already see the problem here is that as we go along in the game, it's going to be hard to get people quickly to amass the army we need. This is usually my playstyle in Age of Empires. I don't know if it's a good playstyle, but it's always one that worked for me, at least when I was younger. Is that I'd make units. Every once in a while I send a group just to see how the others are doing. You see right now, here's a small problem. Because everybody's here, until my other showed up, nothing was happening. Even though I had something there. There's times where that becomes a problem of it not working. I'm going to try to get the fuel depot down here in a few. Because why not, right? See, get a wave coming. That's the other thing. It only tells you when a wave is coming. It doesn't tell you what's in that wave, so you don't know if you're getting the units or not. As right now, we just got an upgrade. We do have planes now, which is nice. And hey, we got our fuel. You see, we're now at a lack of money again. We're also at our max base. Unfortunately, I don't know how to use those planes other than sending them out by doing an air raid or something, and that does take a little bit of time to set up. You can see we're in gunfight. That's also something that'd be nice, is being told if you're in a fight or not. And that wasn't brought over. It would have been nice to have had since Age of Empires. You should have to watch your minimap for people. I do want to apologize that this took way too long, and here's where the problem started to mount, by the way, with the game. Notice the last base, it's heavily protected. To send a whole staff will take a lot of time. And I got a group of 9 coming. Trying to get some more. You see we got some other areas we haven't covered yet, so I'm going to work on those too. So there is something that's missing, is that letting the player know that they did something other than when they take over base. Like getting input when they're getting attacked, or if the units arrive or something, does help a little bit. And you do hear a little bit of sound. I'm watching the ship to see when people are coming in. But other than that, there's not really much. You're not even told when a base is under attack, which is another small problem we'll be seeing shortly. I know I'm listing a lot of problems, but for what we have right now, it's not that bad. It's still a lot good. It is a strategy game. It does have the basics. And like I said, it's still early in early access, so things do have a chance of changing for the better, and you can see that I do have an army coming. We are going to fight, and this is what, right here is where I told you that there's a little bit of a hitch. I'm not told if just military can claim stuff by foot, and if I did I missed it, so that could be just me. Or it's being real stupid right now, or there's an enemy or that thing's causing me to not be able to take over the base. It's one of those things. You would think just being on a circle would either tell you that to take someone out, or you know? But no, it doesn't tell you that. Like I said, this is at 2 times speed, so this has already been 34 minutes in the game. About maybe 30. Because I did look at the timer. It's about, actually no, 20 minutes in the game, sorry. Well, more like 26 minutes, give or take some time, because it's double what we have. See, I'm trying to provide people as fast as I can, but the speed that they're getting off the boat is kinda... Because now late game building, you want to amass that army, it's kinda slow going. You already know how many the enemy has because of what we saw earlier. I'm going to bring in an air raid to actually try to take out that cannon. Now, see, I don't know if it took off or not. I can't actually tell. I get input that was okay, and then we just find out, boom. This is something that I like to see them actually do, is actually put like either more voices in that say, okay, roger that, or actually let you know, because player notifications are kind of important in these kind of games. And that's my biggest pet peeve about the game, and it's the one thing that kind of kills the joy for me a little bit. That and the speed of the game, it could be a little paced better. Before we got, it's actually quite nice. I know I'm bouncing from topic to topic, but things are going a little crazy today, this week. I think what I was going to bring up, because I do have a list of stuff here. Like I said, the voting I did take care of, and yeah, here's where I said that it does act a little weird, but you can see we're actually getting the place now. But week's been a little weird. Been doing a couple odd jobs to get some things done, to get some other things that wouldn't help the channel. You know, gotta do some odd jobs, otherwise, unless, well, money actually does come in from some other sources, but we're keeping the channel alive. I also had to help out with someone because they're currently watching the house. So it's one day a week I gotta head up there and take care of that for their computers and everything, make sure everything's updated. So those days I can't do anything, I have to make sure the episode's up in advance. Also, I'll be honest, I'm feeling a little sick lately, so I'm trying to nurse that off. That's why Lost Dimension's kind of been at a standstill. Now this should be where everything goes and gets better, right? Nope, we just lost territory. Like I said, I didn't even know that was under attack. I wasn't told until... And they launched an airstrike on us. So now I'm sending everybody up here to help with the, you know, another airstrike. I'm gonna try to take theirs down a little bit. So I'm trying to get units, I'm also trying to get airstrikes out. Trying to lower this whole thing. I mean, look how bad this gets. And I'm also trying to bounce between two areas. Now we're reclaiming the place again, like I said we would. I do wonder if I swap sides, that would have been a little easier to play. It's one of those things, we only have time for one group because these games do take a long time. You can see I'm going to try to take over. Do you think we'd be able to do some damage? No. Now at this point, we should be trying to defend their forces and trying to build mine up. You notice that we're actually not that much on money. They had a whole row of tanks parked. I don't know if we had. I think we might have. I'm not really sure, but we already had to use them to actually keep people from, you know. You can see the chaos now. So yeah, now that we've actually attacked the base, they're actually out trying. And even trying to get people there now. We got actual other tanks that we need actual tanks to beat, and we're only producing one every few minutes. So at this point, they're coming. You'd think if they were being shot at and you sent them, they'd stop and, well, you know, shoot unless you told them to run. There's another airstrike. They're now just hovering over airstriking at opportune times, so that's also not helping. See, I'm actually trying to watch the base now, seeing if anyone gets caught up, but it's not going to help. You can see our numbers are 16 now. Oh look, there was someone hiding here the whole time. Finally got another whole actual line of infantry. As they got an airstrike on our base and we can't retaliate because I had to buy infantry and I don't have the money. See if I can get at least part of the squad there. See, at this point, it's really not going to matter. Like I said, all those tanks are now coming in. You can only see them when you're up close like this, so really that takes care of the problem, but again, the whole airstrike thing. I think maybe if it was explained a little clearer, or there was actually a campaign and it started a little slower, it would have been a little easier to learn. But it's still unfinished, so it's still getting its bugs worked out. You can see we've already lost... Oh, there's our... Well, that took care of a problem. You can see our crew already got wiped because there was a tank that saw that fired at them and they didn't fire back. Just got picked off. At this point, I don't know how long I've been recording in the actual file, but usually we go 20 minutes, so this is where it's like, yeah, we've already overstayed. With a minute left, you can see we're about to just get ourselves handed for anything short of it. You can see we've lost one of our villages and we can't get them back because the enemies are just... Now the enemies has their tanks already spread out. They're coming in all directions. It's pretty much a lost war. I would say just keep an eye on it. If you want to pick it up, go ahead. If not, I don't blame you, but if you want to see more of it, you know what to do. I'm going to end the episode here. I hope you guys have fun, and I'll see you on the next one. See you then.